That's all right. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. I can do it again. Welcome back to the channel for the third matchup in the Vega Battlegrounds Championship quarterfinals. Today we are bringing together for you Sleimon versus Fintech. I'm sure you already know their channels before this tournament even started, but if you didn't, you definitely do now. You've seen how outrageously skilled they are at this game, this mode. Do me a big favor. I know so many of you are enjoying it. You're telling me in the comments, the thumbs up, the likes, the shares. I see it all. Go and support these competitors. That is the best way to let them and me know that you're really enjoying it. Have a great time. The links to their channels are in the description as well as the chat. Also, quickly, because they are going to get started here in just a minute, you can see the board, the bracket. You see the delightful, delicious, beautiful trophy right there, created by none other than our community member, Moose. He has made it for the Illuminati Invitational and will continue to make. I've already contracted with him for the next 2 or 3 tournaments. You know they're planned. You know they're coming. We're going to get some great trophies up for that. That's what our competitors are going for. If you want to see more of Moose's work, go. Link in the description is the link to his Twitter feed. He's also making the trophy for the Fall Brawl hosted by Ghost Dog and the Black Order. I'm not going to spoil the other quarterfinal matchups. 2 of them have gone. They are awesome watches. They are awesome, awesome watches. I highly recommend you check those out. I'm also joined today on call by none other than one of the best Battleground players in the world. He went earlier today, Mr. Tom Jarvis. Thank you so much for being here, my friend.
Thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, I have to ask you: it's your first analyst job here in the stream? Was the intro I did before I hit go live and didn't realize it? Was that one better, or was this other one once we actually were live? If you could give us a comparison of those two, I'd really appreciate it.
They were both very good. You're very good at doing this. What? Yeah, I can't really compare. They both were pretty much spot on.
All right, well there we go. And now for what people are really tuned in for, if you could share some of your knowledge, what you see going on with these bans in the drafts as I pull up Slaymon's stream, I'd appreciate it.
So I think this is going to be a really close one. Like this, I know Slay has the defensive roster that Finn looks like he's potentially lacking. Finn is definitely going to have the advantage on attack. I faced Finn a lot, and he performs. He performs when he needs to.
Yeah, Finn,
so I'm interested to see when or how this will go.
I feel like Finn is often affectionately referred to as a robot, and they mean it affectionately. It feels like he just doesn't make mistakes. Like, you know, if you caught any of my streams, I often say, like, I try to win ugly. I use a lot of dual threat champions, which often allows me to get into that third game of a round and force them to use someone they really don't want to. It feels like that strategy would fall flat on its face against Finn because he just doesn't make the mistakes that I'm relying on my opponent to make.
Yeah, he doesn't make mistakes a lot, and if they do, then it's very rare.
Yeah, so we'll see if Slaymon can do that.
It'll be in a matchup that it'll be a bad matchup if he makes mistakes.
And we'll wait until they both get in to see if we need to adjust the aspect ratios or anything like that. Because as I can see, the aspect ratios are off, or at least they're not synced up. And then I'll do my best to sync up the streams themselves. Usually takes a little bit for us to get there, though. OG Highline coming in strong. Good luck to you and your Astros, my friend. Thank you so much, supporter extraordinaire. I'm getting better at saying that. What's up, Judah? Base Snatic. First one came to his life. Oh, dude. Well, welcome. That's awesome. That's awesome. And I see how many people watch them afterwards, and the views they're getting afterwards. It's been really cool to see in the comments on them. So thank you for being a part of that. Zach Richards, what's up, dude? Team Slaymon from Prekar. All right.
Okay. This draft's looking very interesting.
Okay, you know, Fintech is well ahead here. That's Fintech stream.
Quite a bit ahead of Slay.
So I'm going to pause it, see if we can...
Slay's... Line it up a little bit. Okay. I'm expecting Finn to choose Elsa for this thing.
You know what? For some reason...
CGR vs Penny, you saw, if you've watched the last one... Yeah, if you watch the last one, you'll see that this is a good matchup. This works. It's very quick if you get good RNG. You need to not get auto-blocked for it. Elsa vs. Thing, again, it's a very good matchup. It can go very fast, especially because Thing's an XL Science champ. This is going to be a close one. It'll all depend on the RNG that Slay gets.
Looks like we got a raid from Alberto. Thank you so much. What's up, K-Dog? Thanks for being here. Thank you, Brian. Salvo. Ghost Dog.
What's up, Alberto?
I like saying Ghost Dog. So sorry, I just said it probably like 3 or 4 times.
Oh. You'll see what I mean there.
Yeah.
He got auto-blocked on the first hit of the special.
Yeah, you're not wanting to see that happen. I will adjust the aspect ratio on Slaymon's here in a little bit. Let's let this fight go through, and then we'll be able to see his power bars. Finn's doing a really nice job there with Elsa managing the rock stacks of thing.
He did a good job getting the shield down there as well.
Getting Penny's shield down, yep.
Yeah, so now he doesn't have to deal with the auto block, and he's probably going to nuke this down before it's a problem again. It'll be close. Oh, hit the last hit of special 2 there. This will be close purely because of the health difference.
Yeah, if he hadn't taken that hit,
Slay's definitely faster.
Yeah, that hit could be the difference. Let's see here how quickly Finn is able to close this off.
It might not even be just that hit. It might be the auto block damage that he took as well.
Good point.
I'm not sure if the time difference would be enough.
Wow.
Oh, it did. It did cost him that one hit. See, this is what I mean. Finn just he manages to stay above 95% in every fight. It just baffles me sometimes. He's that good of a player that he's ridiculously hard to beat.
Thanks for being here, Suit Up. That's great to hear. Well, not that you're up till 1 a.m., but that you're that excited for it. I appreciate it. Thank you, Brian. So Fintech takes that one.
Hulkling, because now he's forced to use Doom. And this, I'm not sure if Slay knows how to play this, but it can go fast, but I don't think it'll be as fast as Hyperion versus Void. He might have trouble managing the debuff timings. He might take a lot of chip damage from that. But at the same time, if he does manage it well, this will be very fast. And 4 Furies off the first heavy, that's ridiculous. Very good management there of the debuffs. And he gets the stun. Slay's playing this pretty well as well.
What is the strategy there?
The indestructible.
If I fight Hulkling and I don't fight him with a neutralized champion, I struggle. What is the idea going on up there? To fight him without a neutralize.
One of them, you want to stay as close to him as possible, just so that he doesn't build up those charges. If you nullify his buffs, then they go passive, which is annoying. But you kind of want to time it so that you don't throw specials like Slay just did there. That was a bit of a mistake, but you don't throw specials when he has the indestructible up.
Yeah.
We're looking at the same thing here as what happened last match. So Slay could potentially win this round if he goes quick enough. Because Finn lost a lot of health to debuffs. And it looks like it's going to happen.
Wow.
Yep. So, I've taken Hulkling with Kingpin. I've seen BMcG do it with Overseer. You want to get as much damage as possible off while the Indestructible's down. And if you don't have a neutralized champ, then Nullify, it can screw you over a little bit. Just because the Indestructible will go passive. If it doesn't, then... Or if you have a neutralize, if it doesn't, then it's not a problem.
Just a minute. An extremely long-time supporter, member of the Discord server, valued member. Snoops, congrats on that new job, my friend. Go get him, man. I hope you have a great, great day.
Wait a second. Okay, Slay just threw this. because he picked Nimrod for Scorpion,
Yeah.
but Scorpion's shock immune.
Yeah.
I don't think he realizes that.
No, he must not. If he doesn't already know the mistake, he's gonna realize it in a little bit here.
Sunspot's very fast for Scorpion as well, because that's a rank 3 Scorpion and he has a very low health pool.
Yeah.
The perfect block also means that he's highly unlikely to evade, so you can just go special 1, special 2 into stun, and it'll be down.
This is also a great matchup for Gallon, unless there's something I'm not thinking of.
Oh yeah, it's a very good matchup for Gallon. I think this is the point where Slay's realised what he's done.
Yeah. Not that placing Nimrod would have made much difference. I don't know if he had a good defensive option. There was, but I'm wondering if he just made an initial mistake to begin with.
It was either Guardian or Nimrod. I think Nimrod probably would have been. He probably would have stalled a bit longer, but with 55,875 points, I don't think it matters.
No, it really doesn't. I think it's moot at this point.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone, joining from the Alberto raid. Appreciate that very, very much. What's up, Nah? How you doing, buddy? Great to see you here.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how. It's going to be interesting to see how Slay recovers from this as well.
Given Scorpion's immunity, that's a pretty impressive score.
I was going to say that is pretty fast.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised to see it.
That does show the low health pool as well.
Yeah, good point. Ryan,
you're saying Finn will win it all.
Red Mags's immunity is to shock debuffs, I believe, and because Nimrod's is passive, it still works out. It was Nimrod. I think when it was first released, they weren't passives, and so, but they were. You could see in the abilities that they were supposed to be, if I remember correctly. It's been a bit. What's up, Q? You got Finn to win it all? Yeah, I could see that happening for sure. Everyone left, I could see winning easily. I could definitely see winning. Fintech's deck is called Sleimon Slapper. I didn't see that.
That's pretty funny. The matchup next week as well is going to be really interesting because whoever wins this gets Nerd. Slay and Nerd are very good friends.
Yeah.
And Finn and Nerd are in the same alliance. So either way, that'll be a pretty interesting one.
Some built-in drama. I always like when the drama is organic, natural like that. Just kind of comes out of the competition.
Yeah. So Q saying, I mean, TJ Nerd lags so many great out there, but my bet's on Finn. Finn is a safe bet. He is a very, very good player. Again, there are a lot of factors involved in it as well. It's not just a case of playing or who's the better player. It's a case of who plays better on the day, who gets less affected by nerves, who can play better under pressure.
Fintech is an amazing player,
on the day as well.
But I love Slaymon. Slaymon definitely has the lovable personality. I think most people are going to love him. Some people might get rubbed the wrong way, but he's definitely got the personality.
Yeah, I agree. Slay's a really good guy.
Philip, I'll bring up the bracket very quickly, but it does not have the quarterfinal matchups already in it because I don't want to spoil that for people. Some matchups just happened as early as this morning or late last night, and I don't want to spoil that. They are worth the watch. Absolutely. But there you go. So the winner of this one, as TJ was just pointing out, will play the winner of Nerd and Bryce.
Oh, sorry, I've just realised. I realised what I've done.
Don't even sweat it. No. I honestly don't sweat it, like, at all. And I think it's very natural for us to say that, so it's no big deal at all. I think people are going to watch it, whether it's quote-unquite spoiled.
Yeah, obviously, because I know what's happened.
Yeah. I don't think of it as a spoiler. Spoiler is the wrong term. These are going to be interesting matchups on both sides here. This Kitty versus Cork fight can go well, right?
He did this matchup against me earlier.
Yeah. We haven't. Go for it.
It's a good matchup. He can play it very well.
We have not seen a lot of Kitty in this tournament. I've been surprised by that. Yeah, he's already got his phase up. So those intercepts are working out well. He's got the rock shield down. He's going to get up his passives. Or no, actives, huh? Okay.
Yeah, Finn did this against me earlier, and it was very fast. It was faster than what I expected it to be anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it's going at a nice rate. His temperature is not super high. So I wonder how much this SB2 will do. We'll find out. Oh, looks like it's going to do plenty. Holy smokes. And I realize Shang-Chi's got the slow, but I just don't like this Shang-Chi versus Thing matchup. It feels like it takes part of what Shang-Chi does so well.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Purely because. Yeah. I don't like it just because of the protection.
Yep, that's exactly
why.
It's
too easy to trigger.
Yep, and that's part of what Shang-Chi does so well. Like, he's got a ton of utility. That slow is so nice, but yeah, I mean, you see how frequently he's triggering the protection up there.
Yeah, and Finn, obviously, as I said before, he's practiced that matchup. He's very good at it now, and now he's got it to a point where you can get it in 53,000 points. That's not easy. Not many people are able to do that.
I think, a lot of the matches I've said, it's not over. People are down 3-0, and I'm like, it's not over. Trust me. And I still think it's not over, no matter what happens here. I don't think Slaymon wants to get too far down to Finn, because it's part of Finn is that Finn is beatable. It can happen. But he just so rarely makes mistakes. And to come back from a large deficit to Finn, I think almost takes the person making mistakes. So he's one where if I was going against him, I would so badly want to get out to a fast start.
Yeah, I feel the same. It's also very, very draft dependent against Finn, because you know that he's very unlikely to make mistakes.
Yeah.
But he's also really hard to outdraft because he has that many attacking options. And because he doesn't take any damage, he can rely on his defense to stall long enough. It's also part of deck building. Like, he's managed to build his deck to a point where all of his defenders, it's hard to put up fast times against them. And because he has that many attacking options, he has pretty much an answer to everybody that could be a problem in the game.
Yeah, he's really done a phenomenal job. I mean, you all have. All of you playing at this level have really earned your skill, I think. This doesn't just happen. You've practiced, you've worked at it, you've thought about it. It's really impressive to see. We're speaking of, for people who are still unsure of Surfer and what he can do in Battlegrounds. I'm not saying questing and things like that, but in Battlegrounds, I think you're seeing that really nice performance up there. This one's going to come down to the wire. Because Finn doesn't have the big SB2. Surfer gets it off. Slaymon's on the board. I think that's important for Slaymon. Oh, wow.
This is going to be very close.
I called that too early.
Points.
I thought for sure that was going Surfer's way. How many points was that?
With Finn as well, he took 0 damage. That's 40 points.
Holy cow.
Like, against a rank 4 thing. Rank 4 C200 thing, he took 0 damage. That was unlucky, because I think Slay had... Looking at Slay's draft, I think he had the last round as well.
Yeah, I don't... I mean, what can you do? What can you do about that,
That's unfortunate.
That's a matchup where if you just face that person in Battlegrounds, you're like, oh, obviously they modded, but clearly he didn't. You just see exactly. I think it's demoralizing. I really think it is, PWF. I want to see how Slay responds. Slay is very tough. He's confident. He can come back from this. I know he can. You just don't want to fall into a hole against Fintech. Hussein.
We've seen this happen before as well, where players are 2-0 down,
Yeah.
and then they come back.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely doable. It's definitely doable.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't want to do it against Finn. Hussein, 2,023 minutes.
Yeah. I'm with these bans as well. There's Omega, Rintra, and Stealth Spidey on Finn's side, and Tiger Gallon and Kitty on Slay's side. I think those are good bans for Finn. Omega's a good ban against Slay. I'm not 100% sure on the other two, but the fact that Torch, Archangel, and CGR are all open kind of scares me a bit. Because if one drafts them and the other doesn't, it could potentially be a huge advantage. Because those three combined can take near enough every single champ in the game. I think there's maybe only one counter to all of them, and that's Thing.
I'm still getting over no damage taken against the rank 4 thing.
Yeah, that even one blocked hit, like say if 1% damage less, and that's a win for Slay.
Yeah, I mean, I called it for Slay. Like, I no part of me thought there was even a chance of that.
That's what I mean as well when I say Finn just takes no damage, and it's scary. That's why he's the one person in this tournament that everybody fears with, or over everybody else, because he's that good of a player that it's just, even if you play well and even if you play at your best, it's hard to beat him because he's got the knowledge on top of it as well.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen that come into play in this tournament. You know, as we've gone from the group stage to even that maturing and then getting into the knockout stage. I felt like even in the group stage, we saw play from almost all the competitors improve as they went through it and really started to focus on their drafts. And one of the things is like, a lot of this is people I knew who would get along well, who could put together a great tournament, who could function well, who could handle loss, defeat, things not going their way, and not acting out and that sort of thing. And it's been going phenomenally. The point is most of those players I knew are great war players.
Yeah.
And I think
that's the thing as well.
Yeah, I feel like we're seeing a lot of that too, is Battlegrounds is its own monster at this level. It's a different mentality, I think, and there's similar skill sets. They cross over with each other if you think of it like a Venn diagram, but it is different. And we're often seeing that, and especially as we advance more in the knockout stage, these players with this great battleground knowledge, skill set they've developed are doing really well. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, Battlegrounds and War are two completely different game modes. You could be the best war player and war planner in the world and still not be that great at Battlegrounds. I mean, obviously, you'd be good if you were a very good war player, but you might not potentially think ahead as much as some people would.
Yep.
That's what Finn's really good at. He's good at thinking ahead and planning out what matchups could potentially cause problems for his opponent and who would work best for the defenders that his opponent has.
So like this is a good example, is I look at this, and maybe Finn is doing it like a strategic throw, but I look at this and I think, oh, Hulkling will destroy this penny. This should be for sure in Slaymon's favor. And yet, if in 20 seconds Mordo's dead and Finn has won, I will not be surprised.
Yeah, I think this is a strategic throw from Finn because I'm not sure. I wasn't 100% sure if he got a good counter for Hulkling, but I feel like he wanted to throw this round out of the way so that he could save his best champs for the next 2 rounds.
Yeah.
That's what he's good at as well. He knows exactly when to throw and when the best time to is. And
you
who
know
he needs
what?
to save for the next round to win.
While we were doing that, Slaymon's lost 8% of his health. If Finn can transfer that card and get some things to fail, maybe. Yeah, this... Okay, he lost some health. If he had 100% health, that may have swung the other way.
Yeah, I would say that again, he lost a bit of health, but it's still next to nothing. It's because you can't parry Mordo. That's the only reason he did it.
That's a good point. Thank you, Mr. Friendly. I really appreciate you saying that.
So, I didn't fully see the draft. Let's have a look.
James, no, they're not
Finn
listening.
didn't have a good counter for.
Sorry, hold on one second. I'm just
Finn
this.
didn't have a good counter.
For other people who might be watching streaming. No, the Finn is streaming through Discord. He has been the technical terms for on Discord side are deafened and muted, so he can't hear us. We can't hear him even if he did want to say anything. Messiah, thank you very much for that generous donation, my friend. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, looking at it, Finn didn't have a good counter for Hulkling. This could be an interesting one, because I know Nimrod can do Killmonger really fast, and he probably won't take that much reverb damage, because this is a rank 3 kind of like mid to high sig. More is, I don't know much about him because I don't have one.
Yeah.
But I've seen some good stuff.
I haven't done this matchup in forever. There was I'm sorry, I'm not going to remember it well enough to speak on it intelligently. Yeah. Obviously, he doesn't want to send hype to an SB3. The thing I was thinking is that he wanted to try to get in Black Tongue, but I don't remember exactly why.
Oh, yeah, Finn's eating a special 3 here. Take good, or pay good attention to this moment, because this will be the only time you ever see Finn eat a special 3. Yeah, Slay, he's got the right idea going. He's got the energize, he's got the energy vulnerability, and he's building up to special 2 again. I think Slay's got this one on health.
He needs that to finish off Killmonger. Yeah, and I'm not going to call him after making a mistake. I'm not going to call it, but yeah, I think that should do it. Thank you very much, Metric Area, for that generous donation. I really do appreciate that.
Yeah, Finn won't have enough health at the end of this. Yep, Slay took it 2-0.
Slay is on the board.
He's on there. Again, this could potentially be the start of that comeback.
Yep.
I say Slay's not one to count out. He's a really, really good player.
Yeah, I had no doubts about his confidence level. His confidence level, his ability to bounce back. I had no concerns about that at all. Slayer of Gods.
Slay getting fit.
What's up, buddy? Cheering against...
Slayer's out for blood.
Yeah. Hey, the enemy of my enemy is
that
not my enemy? I don't know. I think there's a saying there that says something like that.
Is that Biwi? I can't do the accent. Damn. I can't do the taters thing where he screamed, "Yo, Biwi."
Oh, is that
Biwi? How you doing, dude?
Is that the Biwi? Speedy Biwi is the Biwi?
Yeah.
What's up, man? Thanks for being here.
Yeah. Again, on the topic of good players, Biwi is one of the best I've ever seen as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to understand and learn about that. Dude, I agree. The game is now on. In some of these matchups, if you've seen enough of them, and I know you've been commenting on them, I appreciate it. I get a sense for the guys playing, the guys and gals, and this one feels like it's now on too. You can kind of tell, like, there's a little bit of feeling each other out, and maybe some nerves or some warming up, and it's like, no, now it's on.
Yeah, now here we go.
Yeah.
I feel like Slay's built his confidence up as well.
Yep.
So sometimes Slay is now in a mindset where, okay, I can do this, I can win. And I feel like Slay has the better defensive roster of the two, so he could potentially draft enough defenders to out-counter him. He nearly did it last round because I saw that Finn didn't really have an option for Hulkling. But obviously he used Hulkling for Penny.
This is Tom Jarvis is on call. And he was in the matchup this morning. Quite honestly, one of the best Battlegrounds players in the world. Just, it's a fact.
I try my best.
Yeah, when the leaderboard has you up there and you're not a modder, you're one of the best Battlegrounds players in the world.
When you look at it that way.
Yeah, it's hard to argue it. Those are facts. Those are facts. That's not opinion.
Okay, this draft, by the looks of it, this draft is favouring Finn. It'd be interesting to see what it picks here. Okay. Okay, if Slay picks Think here, then I think he's got this.
That's one of the things that always amazes me is how far ahead you all are picking and thinking about these things. Like you said, if Slay picks thing, he's got this. I literally am like, I see a defender, I want to pick an option for them. Like, it just feels like you guys are playing checker or chess, I'm playing checkers, you know?
Yeah, see, if it was me in this situation, I'd wait to see what he places. So he's placed Toad. I probably would save. I'd either save Thing for a round where I know that I can win it. Wait, who's he going to use here? Penny. Okay, that's smart. Yeah, so if Thing gets bad RNG here, and Slay manages to take this one, then Slay can place Thing in the next round and trap him.
This is going to be all about how quickly Archangel can get those bleeds up on Kingpin, right? Because every bleed makes him less likely to shrug.
Yeah, and with Penny against Toad, it's going to be a case of get special 1, get special 2 faster than Archangel can get this Kingpin down.
It was a nice evade and then punish with the heavy for Finn to get 2 neuros up already. So
yeah,
Kingpin's going to start to melt.
He's got it going now.
Yeah.
He just needs to keep the RNG up.
Yep.
I say, as long as Slay... I don't know why Slay threw a second special 1 there, but...
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yeah, Finn's got this.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way that Penny was doing it that fast either.
No, even if he did go directly to the SP2. But I do think that, you know, it's always easy to, in hindsight.
Yeah, and he's got the incinerates up now. He's going to finish this fight off. If he'd have only thrown 1 special 1, then it would have still done as much damage because he lost the charges from one of them.
Yeah. That's why I know how silly this is about to sound, but that's one of the reasons I desperately want to take my Penny to rank 4 is so I can just forget about that whole how many SP1s do I need to throw. I just go to the SP1, then go to my SP2. Because like you said, I've lost charges in that process before. Just from, you know, passive AI or making a mistake or whatever. And I love her. She's one of my favorite dual threats.
Exactly, yeah. Penny's very underrated on attack as well. And you can see here that Toad just being Toad regenning.
Yep.
So I think that was probably a strategic throw from Slay as well. It was probably his best option, but at the same time, that rules out his Herc from being an attacker. I mean, he could still use Herc, but it's not going to be fast by any means. But even if he uses Herc for Thing, it probably won't be as good as... It won't be as good as if it was for anyone else. And also, Finn doesn't have any other attackers aside from Hercules that could cause problems. Or attackers. Any defenders aside from Hercules that could cause problems. And there's the Thing throw from Slay. I think Finn's throwing that as well, getting rid of his CGR.
Yeah.
Because he knows he's going to lose this one.
Yep.
And he's throwing Sasquatch on attack because he knows he's got Torch. And that rules Torch out of play in the 3rd round. And this is what I mean when I say Finn knows when to throw around.
Yep.
Because here, he wouldn't have won this round. With Thing on defense, he didn't have an option. So now Finn saved his good attacking options for Slay's remaining defenders. And instead of wasting one here, and he's wasted his worst defender here, so that he can save anybody that could potentially cause problems in round 3 for round 3.
Do you happen to know if Slaymon's CGR is a rank 3 or rank 4?
Rank 3. Omega Sentinel has a very small health pool.
Yeah, that's
even
a good
at rank
point.
4.
That's a good point. All right.
Yeah,
So,
because I think against J-Will I had a 42-second Scorpion kill, and that was similar to what I'd get against Mystics. That's without class advantage. She's just got a really small health pool.
Well, here we go.
That's a very impressive score from Slay.
This is a big one. Sleimon could totally even this up.
I still think Slay has this.
Or Finn could take a pretty commanding 3-1.
It'll all depend on round 3. Or not round 3. RNG on Archangel, because I'm pretty sure, knowing Finn, he's going to place Hercules. And if I were to make a guess, Slay places Scorpion, and then he's got CGR and Mr. Fantastic to rely on.
And
Hercules would be the slowest out of all of those defenders. But
if Finn places
two of
Hercules,
them get shredded by one champ. One of them gets shredded by the other.
if Finn places Hercules, Slaymon will use Archangel, yeah?
Yeah, Archangel again, Herc's got a big health pool. It's not the fastest if you don't get like insane RNG.
Yeah.
But it is still fairly fast. Whether it's going to be faster than CGR versus Scorpion or not, probably not, because it's a rank 3 Scorpion, but it could be. There's always potential. Why not place Mr. Fantastic James? Just because he's got Archangel. Archangel's probably still faster, but Archangel's probably going to be faster against Mr. Fantastic than Hercules. That's just my prediction, so he might still do it.
I have the same question as Suit up here, is that will Cosmic Ghost Rider just roll? Oh, he's okay. It's exactly as he thought. Is Cosmic Ghost Rider just going to destroy that Scorpion? Like, or is Slay hoping for an evade out of Scorpion?
Well, I think Slay's hoping for an evade, but if Finn doesn't do the rotation fast enough, Scorpion could evade.
Yeah.
If he does it fast enough, then I think this will be down instantly, because this is a rank 3 Scorpion, and Scorpion has a very low health pool. It can be messy, but
yeah,
it's...
Then Slaymon's got 2 neuros up. He got some bleeds up quickly, which was helpful. He's got to get that picked up, though. That they've got to really start stacking those. There he goes. He's finally got him. Yeah. There's the evade we were talking about. There it was, out of Scorpion.
Oh, there we go. There it is.
Yeah.
There's the evade.
He's getting into that weird place where...
what he was hoping for.
Yeah. It's not over yet, but Sleimon might take this one.
It's not over yet.
No.
I think Slay's got this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Slay's got this.
Yeah, I called one too early, so I'm going way too conservative now. I think that evade from Scorpion is that was the difference.
Yeah.
Because that slowed Finn down. If he got
lucky and Scorpion didn't evade, then he could have potentially taken it.
The thing is, it's only a 20% chance, I believe.
Only 20%. That's 1 in 5 hits. If you think about it that way.
Yeah.
But still, it's impressive to say he got 51k with an evade in there as well. So this is where it comes back. Slay is now even.
Yep.
He's pulled it back even.
Woo! Unbelievable.
Again, this is what I mean when Slay has a really good defensive roster as well. Like, some of the defensive champs that Slay has.
And just
trap Finn.
Everyone watching right now, if you're unfamiliar with either of these competitors, I'm pretty sure you're not, but if you are, go support them. The links to their channels are in the description. They're also pinned in the chat right here. Go support them, subscribe, tell them how much you appreciate them being part of this, and doing this publicly. Like, Battlegrounds is hard enough. Then you add Battlegrounds against players of this caliber, and then you add doing it publicly with people commenting on it and people watching.
Yeah.
Go support them.
It's more nerve-wracking than expected, because even when I'm facing big people in the Gladiator circuit, say, if I'm facing KT1 in Gladiator circuit, I'm not nearly as nervous as when I'm facing anybody in this tournament.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So go support them. Let them know how much you appreciate what they're doing. That's the best way you can thank me for putting this on too. It's one of the many great ways you all do a job.
Streaming it and knowing the stakes of it. Like, because the majority of people in this tournament, I say the majority, pretty much everybody in this tournament is very passionate. They want to win. They've got that hunger inside them. They're driving for it. And that causes nerves. Like, not everybody can play perfectly under these conditions, because the nerves are always there.
I mean, you've seen it from me. Like, I always just like to use myself as an example. If you've watched my matchups, you saw me go from like not even being able to dex to then like winning the next 3 rounds in a row, or 2 or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like it just gets to you, and it makes it so much fun. Thank you for everyone saying they sub to the guys and support them. It really is meaningful, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, and it takes a while. Even if you are in that situation, it takes a while to get comfortable. That's the worst part about it, because if you're nervous and you're losing, then it just kind of it creates a snowball effect.
Yeah.
But say if you're nervous to start off with and then you win 2 in a row, then that is such a big confidence booster, and it calms you down because you know you've got some room for error now. At the very start, you're kind of iffy because you could mess up, but it might not cost you in the long run.
Yep.
But if you do mess up, you still know you're at a disadvantage early on. And nobody wants to do that, especially against either of these two guys.
And Mr. Friendly Judah, the vast majority of us watching this feel the same way. Even I do. You'll hear me often say in these streams, when one of these players does something that doesn't make sense to me, like I'll see the matchup, I usually assume it's because they know something I don't, and it's been right every single time. They knew something I didn't. Today, in today's earlier matchup, if you watch it, you'll see Mr. Jarvis here on the call use a ghost in a matchup that I was like, I don't understand this at all. And you got it down in what, like 26 seconds or something like that? It was amazing.
Yeah, it was. That is now probably my favorite matchup. I think that's the best thing I've done in this game so far. Because I did that first match or first fight on stream.
And then so we're seeing. Sorry to interrupt you. We're seeing Finn go back to it with CGR. Let's see if Scorpion gets the evade again. And then this is just showing what Hitmonkey is capable of. Slay, he's got to get that shield down now, though, because she's got a sync charge. I guess it's only one, so he's not too worried about it.
Yeah, again, it's interesting to see that Finn went with CGR here over Elsa, because I would have thought that Elsa would be a much better matchup here. There's the evade again. And he got hit by a special one. He can't throw another special here for a while, or he's going to take a massive burst of sting.
Which he did. Interesting.
And he did. Oh. I'm a little bit behind on the stream.
That's okay. Yeah. I'm also a little surprised at how slow the Hitmonkey versus Penny fight is going. Is that a rank 4
Penny? Just because Slay tried to break the shield instead of... he's playing it safe. I don't know. I don't think so. But now that the shield's down, this fight will go pretty fast. And I think that Slay, depending on how cooperative Penny is here, by the looks of it, not very.
I hope this
Slay
lag
could potentially still take this.
Is just on the internet YouTube side of things, and not a lag that Slay is actually dealing with, because it's really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this has happened a few times on Slay streams.
Yeah, it just happens. It is. Oh, he's gonna take a big hit. You're gonna see it.
Oh, that's
I think
rough.
without that, I think he probably wins that.
I don't think that would have been. It wouldn't have been enough.
No. Okay.
No, it wouldn't have been enough. It wouldn't have been fast enough. No, because that's a 9,000 point difference. That probably only lost him about 6 or 7 at most. He was already at about. I think he's already at 80%.
I got to say hello to one of my supporter extraordinaires, longtime member, maybe one of the longest, if not the longest member on my channel, Fan. Thanks so much for being here. And you're right, Canada is making a comeback. Canada will be on display this evening too, 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. Legacy versus Usafa, Canada versus America. It's everything you could want in a matchup.
Yeah, this is one of those matchups as well where. Oh, not matchups. This is one of those situations where I was talking about Finn thinking ahead.
Yeah.
He placed Warlock here, and now Slay doesn't really have a counter.
No, he really doesn't.
Anybody that Slay places, Finn has a counter for.
Mr. Jarvis on call here actually has recently started his channel, some really nice breakdowns of his Battlegrounds matchups. You could learn a lot. I know I've learned a lot from him. Mr. Jarvis, if you don't mind, just link that in the channel. And then anyone listening to this on the playback, because I know most people actually don't catch it live, his channel will be linked in the description as well. I highly recommend you check it out.
Thank you.
It's not linked at the moment as I speak, but when I'm able to later, I will put it in the link so people listening to this can check that out. Incredible. Absolutely incredible, Elsa. And then defensive placement, as you're saying.
Yeah. He was really smart with that defensive placement with Warlock because Slay didn't have an actual counter. Right, I've sent the link. Oakley, yeah, it was streamed about just over an hour and a half ago.
Oakley, what's up, buddy? Thanks for being here. All right. We've talked at length before about the winner of the fifth match. If it's tied up 2-2, the winner of that fifth match, the statistics on it showing they often go on to win. That's, most of that's from sports and things like that. But I think the same. What just happened?
Oh, you still there?
I'm still here.
Did Slow stream crack?
I don't know. I can still see his Omega red, so that's why I'm thinking it hasn't crashed. Maybe he may have had something.
He might have had to go somewhere.
Yeah.
There is a 3 minute.
Yeah.
A 3 minute thing. Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, which people are. It's well within their rights to play. We have that built into the rules. Every competitor is allowed 2 3-minute breaks. Yep. Can be for personal reasons. It can be for changing your deck, changing your masteries, whatever you need to do.
Yeah. Oh, he's fixing his audio. Okay.
What's up, Manuel? How you doing, bud? K-Dog. How you doing, dude? Jason, thanks for being here.
Thank you very much, Jason. I appreciate it. So, you were right in your prediction as well. You said that you thought it'd either go to 6 or 7. And this could definitely happen.
Yeah, and do you remember me?
We've seen Slay win.
I don't think we were. I think this was when we weren't on. I hadn't started the stream yet, but I thought I had. As I was saying, I thought
it might have been when you did the first recording, and then then I told you, "Hang on a minute, is it actually on?"
Mr. Kabam tipped. Turnies, you say? I say turnies. Turnies are awesome. We're having a blast. Thank you for being here. And we're just getting started, my friend. This is the quarterfinals of the first one. Second one is already underway with I think it's like November 28th start time. It's going to be fun.
I'm looking forward to the other one. I'm not going to be able to catch it live, but I'm going to be watching it in the morning, just because that's... Actually, I can't say that. That's who I could potentially be facing if I were to win my matchup.
It's okay, buddy. Go ahead and say it. It's all right. Dancing around the spoilers. I love it. Yeah. When does Lax vs. Yusafa start?
No other matchups have happened yet.
Let me hold on. Let me answer this question, then let's get back to analyzing this. Legacy versus Yusafa is at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's the time that Kabam is on. So, like, if that's helpful. But yeah, 4:30. So in basically 3 hours, it's going to be outrageous. I'm going to try to show a promo that Yusafa put together before that one starts. It's awesome.
Okay, I'm not liking the look of Finn's draft here. Like, actually, now that he's got Torch, that makes everything better, because I was about to say that he didn't have a good counter for Man-Thing. Reed could have done it, but it's a rank 4 Man-Thing, so that'll be really slow. That Hulkling, if he picks Hulkling here, then that's clutch from Slay, because he didn't really have a safe counter for Penny. He can use CGR for somebody else now as well.
And there's Nerd piping in. As someone who has to face one of these two, I don't like the look of this either way.
Yeah, Q. I know that I know that Kingpin can take down Hulkling, but it's not more of a defensive play. It's more for Slade to save his CGR for somebody else. Because since Hulkling versus Penny, there we go. But this is that's a rank 3 Hulkling, isn't it? Okay, this should be relatively quick now. I'd say it's safe. I think it'll last roughly a minute. When I've taken rank 4 Hulklings with my Kingpin, it's usually about 70-ish seconds. I'm not sure how big the difference is from between two rank 3s.
We also have
This could be.
We have the chance
around
of
70.
the evade coming into play here too with Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, this isn't a good matchup on Slay's part. I took this earlier against Finn, and you need to get lucky.
Yeah, this could get ugly. LG
Yeah,
Highline.
If he keeps throwing special ones.
Let's see how
If he
this
keeps throwing
works.
special ones, putting debuff on.
I guess he took that hoping for the temperature increase being.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he might have forgot that it was unblockable.
That it was just like the first hit of it that would be unblockable, like the ward nodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If Mr. Fantastic doesn't have any of his pre-fights, then his special attacks are fully unblockable.
Yeah. Not just the first hit.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. He might have just forgot that, or he might have mistimed it.
It looked like he just took it on. Yeah, because now he's dexing. I think he's. Yeah, I think there was just a maybe not having been in that position before.
Very fast.
Yeah, and there's the evades coming into play, like we were talking about.
For somebody that doesn't have any form of wait a minute.
What? Oh no!
Did Finn lag out?
Yeah. But I think it says he won.
No, he won. He won the last one 2-0. He's only got 5 matches on his thing, so he must have lagged out.
Okay, we score it as the
So
game
when
scores
Slay
it.
finishes this, it'll say.
Oh no! Wait. Oh my
He's been
gosh!
put back in the fight.
It just didn't
He's been put
register.
back in the fight now.
Yeah, it didn't register his fight at all.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it really is.
Because he would have won that round as well.
Yep.
Oh, that is very unfortunate.
So for anyone wondering, we've had to talk about this before, and then not everyone sees every match. We score it the way the game scores it. It just is. We're doing it uniformed. It could happen to anyone. It has an equal chance of happening to any competitor. We never like saying it, of course. It just is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's no real way to go about it.
Yeah, and there's no way to recreate it. That's the thing. We
There's
can't.
no way to recreate the situation
No.
when it didn't happen.
So it just is what it is. It could have hit anyone at any time. The best thing we can all do is just move on. If Finn wants to take, Finn can't even take his 3 minutes right now because he can't pause the match.
Yeah.
Sorry, OG Highline asked earlier if the
Unfortunate.
bans had changed. I do think Slay started banning Kitty, but I don't know if I've seen any other ban changes. I'll try to pay attention to that in the next, and then if there is a next. Slay needs to win to force a 7. Sorry, I'm a little out of sorts because of the bug.
This one could go either way. If Slay gets good RNG here, he'll be faster. But this could also go very wrong for Slay at the same time. I feel like if he does manage to get good RNG and take advantage of this, then that'll be huge. Okay, that's interesting. I thought he'd just go straight for Special 2. Or is he going to Special 3? Nope. Okay, he's getting very lucky. And there's the auto block. And Finn's already done. Yeah,
Wow.
Finn's got this.
All right, so it's going to be 1-1 heading into a potentially decisive game of the 6th round.
Yeah, Slay needs to win this round
Yep.
to stay in the tournament.
Here we go.
Okay. I don't know what he's going to do here because Finn can play Sting and Slay doesn't have a good counter.
Yeah, I'll just address the thing very quickly, guys. If for those of you who have iPhones, when the update comes out,
Use Mordo.
do you update the first night or do you wait a few weeks or days until they get the bugs figured out? If that's what we expect out of Apple and all the money and employees they have at their ability to use, Like, I'd like to ask for some reasonableness. Let's not turn the chat into about that. Okay, it happened. Let's move on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did Slaymon just not have a good option for thing here?
No.
Okay.
He had Mordo, Idum, or Penny, and Finn has Hercules, so he couldn't place the other two, so he had to place Mordo.
And Finn's playing this expertly. Look at that. Look at all these intercepts, getting the Infuria.
Yeah. I tried doing this, but the AI didn't allow it. Again, this is where Mordo's annoying, because Finn's just throwing heavies in midair. And he got tagged. Okay, so Slay has to time this pretty much perfectly. Yep. Okay, so he's doing better than I expected him to be fair.
Slaymon is managing the rock stacks well. That was one of my biggest concerns about Penny and still throwing her specials with all these hits. Was did he even know that? Like, has he practiced this before?
Yeah. Knowing Slay probably has. Very good thing AI as well.
He needs Thing to throw that special so he can drop this big SP2.
Yep, throws it.
Let's see if it does enough.
I still don't think it'll be enough, even with the health difference.
Wow.
I don't think so.
That is surprising to me. Is that a rank 4 thing?
Oh, yeah, Finn's got it. Yeah, it's a rank 4 thing.
Finn comes away
so tanky
with the win. Amazing performance from Finn. Absolutely amazing. Sleimon for even making that comeback. Phenomenally well done.
I mean, Slay played very well.
Whew.
It's just today Finn was... I don't want to say better because they both played very well. Finn drafted a lot better. In this situation, Finn made the best out of a bad situation, and that best was better than Slay's. But yeah, they both played very well. And congratulations to Fintech on winning that.
Absolutely. Let me, we had Finn, because Finn was sharing via Discord, so we had him, so he couldn't hear us, we couldn't hear him. That's all right. So he couldn't hear us, we couldn't hear him. Just hearing myself on... yeah, that was from MP Blaze's side. Blaze was the one who was helping us out there so we could see everyone's scores. We will bring up the bracket here so everyone can see that. And there is a chance, I don't know if he will, but there's a chance that Finn will join us for just a few minutes of a post-call interview, and then I got to get going because I have one of my kids to pick up from school. I took the day off work to cover this. Finn.
Yep.
You've been affectionately referred to as a robot. It's a compliment, I can tell. From the people who've used it, I can tell it's a compliment. You go up 2-0. Sleimon makes a furious comeback. He's a phenomenal player, so I'm sure you weren't surprised by that. And then you take the lead here in the 6th round, and you clearly win. It was Hulkling versus I don't remember who. And
against Hulkling.
Yeah.
They're so sad about that. It was a perfect fight.
It really was beautiful. And I was ready to update the screen. And then I don't even know what the bug necessarily was there, but it happened, right? It happened.
Yeah,
and
I've never seen that before either.
You know the rules of the tournament. You didn't.
Yep.
You didn't get down. I didn't see anything crazy happening. And you just go on and you win the next 2 rounds.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
Very good comeback there.
Yeah,
that was impressive.
If you could talk to us a little bit about like what are you thinking? How are you feeling when something like that happens? And then how are you able to just be like, I'm just going to win the next 2 instead?
I mean, rules are rules. If
Yeah.
the game backs out, then it stands. There is nothing I can do about it. So all I can do is just play as well as I can for the rest of the match.
Yeah, and you did. Congratulations on the win. Is there anything in particular in your matchups you were particularly proud of? I mean, so many cool. The one that was really amazing for me was your Masakre, I've seen you use him versus the Thing. I actually had called the round for Sleimon. He finished before you. And then TJ pointed out, hold on, you had 100% health at the end of that fight against a rank 4 sig 200 Thing. Is that just...
Yeah, that went very well.
Have you practiced that before? Is the idea to come out with 100% health?
That surprised me as well.
Not that exact matchup. That was pretty much the first time I've tried it in a few months in BGs. I went for the Disorient first to get 100% reduced defensive ability accuracy on blocked hits. That prevented the protection on my special too.
It was phenomenal. It was beautiful. Like so much of your gameplay.
That was very close still.
It
40
was.
Points.
It was. That's what I'm telling you. Slaymon, we had the streams pretty much synced up perfectly time wise. Slaymon finished before you. I was saying, oh, Slaymon's on the board. Here we go. We got ourselves a ball game. And then literally the winner score showed up and you had won. TJ, did you have any questions or anything for Finn here?
Didn't have any questions. Just want to say a big congratulations. You killed it there.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to the next round.
Both sides definitely played very well. And you had the better drafts, or you drafted much better than he did, for the most part. But saying that last round there,
the third and fourth game was a little...
Even though you lost the first one to a bug,
yeah,
you still managed to trap him in round 3.
Yeah, I got the good draft on the last one. That's for sure.
I've got the bracket up here, and it's fine. If anyone, I've been trying to avoid spoilers and things like that because I know so many people watch after the fact, right? But it's fine. You're now facing Nerd. Have you two faced a lot in friendlies or in obviously in game season? Do you have experience with that? Any thoughts about your matchup as you move forward?
If I remember correctly, I've only played against him once in a friendly, and I lost that one. So
okay,
we'll see how it goes. All
right. Well, there you go. There you have it right there. I wanted to take a moment and just shout out Slaymon. Phenomenal performance. He's an incredible player. Goes down 2-0 to Fintech. I think of all the players in this tournament, TJ, who's on call with me, and Fintech are the two players who I would never want to go down 2-0 against because they just don't make mistakes and they have exceptional speed.
Wow.
What's that?
We've seen different from me today.
Yeah, well, hey, you are human. Sleimon still crawls out of that hole, puts up an exceptional fight. It just shows you how good of a player he is. This tournament was better with him in it. I am so grateful for him being in it and looking forward to him being in tournament too. Sleimon, if you're listening, thank you for everything you did. It's been amazing.
Yeah, Slay's a great guy.
And then,
yeah, definitely.
Congratulations to Finn. You've been nothing but fantastic throughout this whole tournament. I am very much looking forward to seeing that continue in your matchup with Nerd.
Try to keep it up. We'll see how it goes.
Try. I've never seen you not. Let's put it that way. Huge thank you to supporters. I said on the stream, I got to kind of hurry up and get out early today. It's huge thank you to supporters, Highline, Messiah, and I believe there's another one. I apologize, I've messed that up. Thank you, TJ, for being on call. I will link his channel in this description. Everyone listening right now, if you haven't already, please go subscribe, support Fintech and Slaymon. Their channels are linked in the description and in the chat. And then Fintech, congratulations on a phenomenal performance. I'd love you to sign us out for this stream.
Sign us out as in...
Oh, sorry. Yeah. That's like when I tell you to break a leg. That's an American saying. Sign us out. If you could just say goodbye to the audience and wish everyone well. And say whatever you want to say.
Thanks everyone for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see on the next matchup whenever that happens.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.